Hi guys, welcome to another Jarrow Vikings Insane Angling Adventure. This time I'm in the beautiful Burrow Head, which is in southwest Scotland, part of the Machars Peninsula. It's quite a remote place to get to. Took me 3.5 hours to get here. There's nobody else fishing, just myself. I decided to leave the North Sea alone and head west to fish the Irish Sea. The Irish Sea often gets a bit warmer quicker than the North Sea. The North Sea is really cool at the moment, which doesn't help to bring in the fish into the rocks, like the codlin and the pollock and stuff. Over here it's a little bit warmer, as you can see. What a stunning day I've got. Again, totally blue skies, and it's going to get really warm later, about 16 degrees. Looking at the water, it's absolutely crystal clear, so everything looks absolutely spot on. Really looking forward to this session. I got here for 5:30 AM, just before the sun came up. Now it's around about half an hour later. I've had a couple of casts with a little shiny spinner. I've had a few small pollock, only about that big, but at least there's a few fish there. If you look behind me, if you can see, I've got 2 rods out. Both baited up with crab, because I'm actually hoping to catch a wrasse. I've heard there's 1 or 2 starting to show over here. It's still a little bit early for wrasse, but hopefully I can pull 1 or 2 of them out today, which would be brilliant. As you know, wrasse are one of my favourite fish. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe and tell your friends about Jarrow Vikings Insane Angling. As I say, we're on the stunning Burrow Head. It's a place I used to come to many years ago. I've never really caught any big fish here, mainly smallish pollock and wrasse, and tons and tons of dogfish out there, but I'm not fishing for them today. I don't really like fishing for dogfish and rays and stuff. I like the lure fishing and the wrasse fishing. Yeah, so we'll give it a go, see how we get on. So I'm having to wind in really quick to avoid them snags. The fish are still going for it, hitting it on the way in. Every now and then I might stop, give it a jig, see what happens. Fish on. Yeah, so there's a slightly bigger pollock. Can't see them getting a bit bigger instead of them little £1.5 things. That one's probably about £2-ish. See, when I used to fish here in the past, I never used to catch many much bigger than about £3 along here. Maybe it's £5 was my biggest. But there's always plenty of fish, so makes it interesting. You just never know. Hope you can catch a big one a bit later. So there's bigger fish there. Happy days. Best one so far. Now that's a belter. Good 3 pounder that. What a hell of a fight as well. Trying to pull it in through all that kelp and rock and everything. But yeah, just goes to show there's some bigger ones there. We'll carry on. Catch and release. Catch and release. Coley. Yeah, Coley that time. You see that tide's definitely coming in now. The rocks in front of us are getting covered. There's a fish. Again, small. Good fun though. Yeah, it may not be huge, but a good fun. So that's just about to fish a cast now. Awesome. Fish. So I believe if you bait fish here, you can catch conger, bullhuss, taupe, mackerel, mackerel on lures, all sorts of fish. But as I say, the ground's really heavy, and to catch a taupe you need to be really chucking out a big distance, trying to get onto the sandy areas a bit further out. I don't think there'll be any taupe about in a minute. It's only the very end of April. Maybe it's a few more weeks. There's a fish. Literally thousands of fish out there. Trying to get through the small ones to get the big ones is a problem. They're a nice size for sport. Good sport anyway. Yeah, there's just tons and tons of fish out there. Hopefully we can get a real big one later. There's a nice pollock. It went quiet for a little while, but get in. A nice one. Yeah, another nice one. Fish on! Better one! Gonna have to try and pull it in quick though, because the ground is insanely intense out there. Try and get to the surface. Yeah, he's on the surface. Not as big as I thought. Good scrap though, first. I think I might have caught him in the side. Yeah. We just caught that one in the side of the head. Coming in kind of sideways, made it feel a lot bigger. We'll keep the camera running though. Plenty of fish out there at the moment. You never know. I might get that big one. So I'm putting that lure out a good distance now. Probably as far as I can throw it or chuck it. I'd say the depth out there is about 40 foot. That distance. Still rocky out there, as you can see. Still got the lure. Thing is, this is the types of areas where pollock love to live. Strong tides, rough ground, fish on. Still only small ones. Better nothing. There's a fish. All about the same size. Coley. Yeah, Coley that thing. The coal fish that time. Very decent one. for the UK, off the shore anyway. Do get them really big on the boats, mainly off the shore. They're around about this size to about £3. But they give quite a good scrap. So I'm having to wind in really quick to avoid them snags. The fish are still going for it, hitting it on the way in. Every now and then I might stop, give it a jig, see what happens. See, that tide's definitely coming in now. The rocks in front of us are getting covered. There's a fish. Again, small. Good fun though. Yeah, it may not be huge, but they're good fun. So it's just about to fish a cast now. Awesome. Awesome fishing on an awesome day. You cannot beat it. So I've been doing my best to catch a wrasse with a crab on the bottom. Had a cracking bite and I thought this has got to be a wrasse, the way it was nodding and fighting, but bloody hell, another half decent pollock. So I'm not going to grumble too much about that. I was a little bit disappointed when I first seen it. I thought, oh, it's got to be a wrasse this, but well, it wasn't. Still, plenty time to catch one yet. We'll put this one back. I hope you enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed making it, as always. Loads and loads of fish today. Not many big ones though, but I'm not going to complain about that. It was a good day out. Beautiful sunshine. You can see it's still, the sun's still shining now. Yeah, a few pollock up to about £3. Tons and tons of them round about the £1 mark, with the odd coley as well. The flood tide fish best, that was from 6 AM up until about 12 PM. And as the tide started going back out again, the fishing died off a little. It's about 3 PM now, so I'm going to pack up and I'm going to head off home. It should take me about 3.5 hours by the time I walk up to the car. So I should be home for about 6:30. It's in time for a few cans of lager and think about how I'm going to make this video. So I hope it's worked out quite well for you, and if you ever fancy going to Burrowhead, give us a shout on YouTube, and I'll try and direct you and give you some information. As I say, I've been here quite a lot over the years, and I've never actually caught very many big fish lure fishing. It's always quantity over quality, yeah, I find anyway. And no wrasse today. It must still be a bit too early. I was talking to a Scottish angler on World Sea Fishing, and he was telling me that some wrasse had been caught on the Mull of Galloway, but there must be few and far between. I had some cracking bait today, supplied by Lenny's Tackle. Some lovely crab, and I had a few little bites on them, but could have been coalies. I definitely didn't catch any wrasse, which was unfortunate. But knowing me, I'll be doing the wrasse dance very soon, probably up at St Abbs, probably in the next month or two. I reckon the wrasse should start showing there. It's still a little bit cool on the northeast coast, a little bit too early, as it is over here, to be honest. I think I've probably got one of the better days of the year so far. It's been about 15-16 degrees. Amazing weather. Yeah, so as I always say at the end of the video, please subscribe, please leave a comment, because I always like to read your comments, and I will reply. And look forward to the next video. Tight lines, guys.